I want you to pay attention. This is a lot of history, and we're giving it to you. Why did a black man write the Bible? Why did a white nation allow him to be? We're going to get that. Read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Now, hold up. This is a white man that wrote this book. Okay? This is a dictionary by a white man. Now, watch this. Go ahead. Listen, absolutely. Okay, Christianity is a made-up religion. Okay, it was given to us through slavery. Okay, that's when you became, or your foreparents became what? Christians. Okay, do we have the forefathers of religion? We don't have the signs of the forefathers of the religion. Pentecostal, Mormon. Let me ask you, do you know anything about the Bible? Was Christ Pentecostal? Was Jesus Christ, he was what? So where did Pentecostal come from? Methodist, Baptist. Because most of our parents were what? Baptists, right? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? They all came from Catholicism. Catholicism gave birth, right? And then afterwards you had the Lutheran separation from the church. And guess what? It gave birth to Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventists. That's where you adopted it. Your parents adopted it. Okay? There you go. Their slave masters taught them that. When you look here in the churches, right, while we was in the cotton field, your foreparents in the cotton field, we did invite us to their churches. They would force us to be in their churches. You ever saw Birth of a Nation with Nat Turner? Right. Oh, you need to watch it. Come on. Stop. There's a lot of our history. There's a lot of information in those films. Okay? They even tried to boycott him from playing that movie in the theaters. So watch that movie. So they would select some of the slaves, to be preachers, and then they would sit in the back of the church to make sure we was preaching the right doctrine. Okay? You need to watch that. They chose him to go to plantation to plantation to subdue the uprisings that was going on in the plantation. Right? Because we knew by our default that was not our religion. That was not our faith. Our faith was the Bible, the laws of God. Our heritage was Passover. Okay? Feast of Tabernacles. This is foreign to y'all, right? They don't even know that name. But it's biblical. Christ himself kept Passover. Ask a regular pastor, are you keeping Passover? They're like, they'll stutter. Because what they've been taught is what? This false image. Romans chapter, 1 and 25, real quick. Watch this. I want you to listen to this. Now we know we are those same people that descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who descend from Israel, right? We are the 12 families that descend from that man. You gotta understand, we descend from a man. So that's what, when we talk about your nationality, it's a bloodline. Go ahead. This is a national movement. We're regathering the 12 tribes of Israel. We're giving you back your real heritage. Because all the time you thought you was just American black, Haitian black, West Indian black, Puerto Rican, right? Those are the slave names. But you didn't know that you are the rightful nation. You are the Israelites. Read that.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Listen now. This is Paul now. He's asking, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Read.
And worshipped and served the creature more than the creator.
See that? Who did this? Who gave you a false image? This is the question. This is a spiritual warning that the Lord has given you. Who changed the truth of God? Who gave you this false image? There you go. So if someone changed the truth of God Almighty, who gave you moral standards, who is the foundation of moral standards, and changed it into a lie, shouldn't you be distancing yourself from that person? Can you trust that person? Yes or no? Answer the question. You shouldn't trust that person. That means you shouldn't even mimic what they've been feeding you, right? Right? Okay. Because the Bible is your heritage. It was written by your ancestors. We just read. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. No, it's not. We just read that Christ is a black man and is documented in the Bible. Your descendants wrote this Bible. Excellent question. Give me Isaiah 46 and 10. Excellent question. Remember, you got the creator of heaven. He's not playing chess. He's not playing checkers. He's playing chess. Okay? He knew there's an enemy on the planet, so he said, you know what? I'm going to let you know. I don't care how hard our enemies work against my plan, it's still going to work. I'm going to prove it. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand.
He said, I declared that we're going to win no matter what oppression we go through, you're still going to win. This truth is still going to be revealed. I don't care how much money, billions of dollars, they try to hide the truth, it still will be revealed. He's already telling you, checkmate. He already told you. They will oppress you. They will lie to you. They will give you a false image. We read that in Romans chapter 125. He said, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Who told you that Christ is a white man when it's documented as a black man? That pride that this white man has, he's so prideful, he was betting on us not being able to do what? Read. Because remember, during slavery, what was one of the rules we was put to death for? If we was caught with what? A book. Why do you think that law was created? Because they knew that pride. They're like, you know what? We're going to enslave these Negroes. We're going to implement laws that they can't read. Any nigger caught with a book, make sure he's put to death. Whoa, wait a minute. There was not betting on us having this information. There's many books that is written of their atrocities. They were betting on you not to read. And it was written during slave time. You need to check it out. We got many books that were written just to keep us asleep. Matter of fact, I'm going to get you a book right now. There's many information that our oppressors, they are so prideful, so high up, that they think, hey, these niggas not smart enough. We could have all the information right under their noses and they won't know. How many times that happen? How many times where they'll put out a certain information, right? And they're like, wait a minute, I've been eating this food for this long and you telling me this poison been in this cereal box all this time? Damn. Because why? You don't know the big words of those chemicals yet until you what? Go to school and learn. Here we go now. This is a place of learning. You have not dived into this book to find out that it's written by your ancestors. Go ahead. King James Version. We understand King James. Oh, beautiful. We understand King James was right. So you have like the new translations. It's already been diced already, where there's almost 20 verses removed out of the Bible. Right? The natural translations, right? I remember King James was a black king. A lot of times they want to demonize him and say, oh, he was a homosexual. No, he was not. He's a black king, right? Who was authorized to translate the Bible. All right? Remember, one of the laws were the king was supposed to take those written documents that was passed down from kings and to translate it. That was his right. That's a law in the Bible. Okay? So, but those different like the New Living Translated, if you look up the one who was authorized to do that, he's a damn pedophile. Okay? The New Living Translation, you need to look it up. He's the one that's running a whole porn industry in California. You need to look that up. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But no, him being a black guy, yeah, in England, yes. Give me the Bible. Hey, the Zondervan Compact Bible. Yeah, you see that? You didn't even know that. This is information you can Google real easy. Oh, you gotta understand that time of this is a lot of history, sis. When those dark ages, it was literally dark. We were the one. Those knights, we were the knights. We were the one ruling all of Europe during that time. You see this? How old are you? Oh, come on. You got to go to a library, sis. Matter of fact, you got a fly in your hand. We have actually a channel called Hidden History. We bring out all those ancient books. We show you King Arthur was a black man. You didn't even know that, right? There's all those knights that you read about in those dark ages leading up to those kings in England, kings in Ireland, kings in Europe. That was us. Queens, that was us ruling. So that's why, and now when you connect the dots, of course, King James was a black man that was authorized to translate the Bible. I want you to pay attention. This is a lot of history, and we're giving it to you. Why did a black man write the Bible? Why did a white nation allow him to be? We're going to get that. Read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Now, hold up. This is a white man that wrote this book. Okay, this is a dictionary by a white man. Now watch this. We're going to go into the book. Read.
The definition of King James Version. When Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I, who had been King of Scotland. King of Scotland for 37 years as James VI. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he authorized a new translation of the Bible to replace the bishop's Bible. 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day.
What did he do? He took 47 of Hebrew translators. Read.
47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of that day were divided into 6 groups. 3 for the Old Testament, 2 for the New Testament, yes sir, and 1 for the Apocrypha. 2 of the groups met at Oxford, 2 at Cambridge, and 2 at Westminster. When a group had completed its task, its works were submitted to 12 men, 2 from each panel.
Come on. So this document is documented. Yes, King James was that black king over Ireland, then made king over England. Yes. Check my book bag. I should have that red book that has King James was a black man in there. If you don't see it, let me know. I got it. It should be in there. But King James is documented. The reason why, when you read and do the research about King James, there's other men that hated him. Just like any black man in power, you're going to be surrounded by jackals that make it their business to do what? To create propaganda against you. Right. One of the main propaganda that's pushed is he was a homosexual. Well, King James had many children. Right? That was a propaganda posted by, I forget his name. What's the dude name? That white man that created that false narrative. And then afterwards, other white men took that same false narrative and pushed it.
I think it was Cromwell.
There we go. There we go. You see, you learn something every day. You got what I want? What's this? Oh, read this. This is during the Greek captivity. This is one of the books that we just mentioned was translated and then taken out during the Renaissance. They removed it. Watch this.
First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48.
This is during the Greek captivity. All right, we read about, you know, in a regular Bible, you got to wonder what happened to the Greek captivity. There's many captivities mentioned, right? But for some reason, it goes from the Persian and Medes captivity straight to the Romans. There's a missing link. This Bible links it. Read.
And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
You hear that ring? In the Bible it says, the heathen, which means other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, took our book of the law. Because at the end of the day, the Bible is the book of the law, right? They took it and they said they painted their image in there. We just showed you where they did it again. Iconoclasm, all right? They destroy. Iconoclasm means to destroy. Class means destroy. Okon means our image, right? And they destroyed it. Whitewashing, that's the other word for it. Whitewashing, we read about it in the Bible where it would happen. It said the heathen took our book of the law and they took out they put their image in there. Read it one more time. I don't want to jack up the word of God. Read it one more time.
First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
They painted the likeness of their image. Well, now you fast forward to 2023. Guess what you got? You got a white man with blue eyes claiming to be Jesus. Where in the book of Revelations, it is not so. Right. Remember we just read, who turned the truth of God into a lie?
Bring it out.
The truth is what? Revelation chapter 1. Let's go.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
This is the description of Jesus Christ. The word revelation means to reveal. Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Now, hold on. Y'all play baseball. Here we go. 3 strikes, you're out. Okay? So we have the biblical description here of Christ, right? And we have the truth that was turned into a lie, right? We see it on our television every time during Easter, right? Christmas is around the corner. They should be playing that movie just to keep you programmed, right? So read it again. Let's go over the description now.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Okay. So we got a texture and a color. White like wool. Okay. Does this man right here, this false image that has been created from the beginning of time, has white woolly hair? Not at all. So that's strike one. Let's go.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
So that means John looked down to his feet. And at that time, what was the style then? Sandals, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? What? How brown was it?
And his feet.
Hold on, I want to make sure the sister's paying attention because she entered into. Hold on, she entered into a conversation. So sis, we just got the texture. Remember, the scriptures always written in similitude, and it was written directly to the servants of God, not for all nations to be able to open it up and decipher it. Come on, it said white woolly hair. Then it went down to his feet, and it described his feet as what?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, my brother? When you ever been down the Bayside, downtown the Bayside? Those are brass statues, right? What color are those? Brown, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
They said that same brown as if it was burnt in the furnace. If I take white rice and I burn it in the furnace or oven, what color is it going to turn? It's going to turn brown, black. So it's telling you, this is another strike right here. So you can eliminate him. He's gone. 3 strikes or what? You're out. So this false image that was just created in the 1400s, right? To change our image into a lie, it doesn't compare. Right. What's going on? Somebody gave you a lie. And most of our parents took it headlong and went to those churches and they went and said, you know what? We believe in that false image. That's why when we ask and challenge these pastors and we ask them, wait a minute, can you give me a description of this white man in the Bible? They can't do it. Right. They can't do it.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the
nation? Nation is men leading by example.